Hello, my name's Alex. I'm a volunteer with the Boston Faith and Justice Network. We're a community of Christians practicing economic discipleship, which is living simply in order to give generously. If we free up our lives and use less resources on ourselves, we can be more effective at giving to the poor and helping to build God's kingdom in the world. And throughout the year, we talk about many different ways we do this, simple living. And today I'm going to talk about one way some of our members are living simply, which is growing your own sprouts. You may have had alfalfa sprouts on a sandwich before, and that's kind of what I'm talking about, where you sprout the seed and you eat it before it grows much past a sprout. It's a way to provide healthy, fresh food grown in your house in the wintertime. Here in Massachusetts, it's really cold in the wintertime, and nothing grows outside except for the piles of snow and the lines at the bus stop. So today I'm going to walk through the process of sprouting lentils and sprouting broccoli seeds. Now that's the really fun part about sprouting is choosing your seeds. You can choose almost any seed that's out there. Any seed you could plant in your garden, you could sprout it and eat as a sprout. Or any seed you could buy at the store for cooking, like beans or lentils or even rice and the grains like that, or nuts will also work. So when you choose the seeds, make sure you choose seeds that don't have pesticide or disease with them. Those aren't really good to put into your body, and some seeds sold in catalogs have been dipped in pesticides or have pesticides in them in other ways for when you plant them in your garden. So I chose to go with organic seeds to avoid that. Just make sure that you're aware of that. They're a little more expensive, but it's worth it to make sure you're not poisoning yourself. These are the broccoli seeds, and I chose those because of their nutritional value. Broccoli seeds have been shown to fight brain disease and several different types of cancer, as well as a lot of heart health. And I chose lentils because they're also really good for you, and you can find them almost anywhere. So basically, all you have to do to sprout is to get the seed to grow. And you do that by soaking the seed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to soak the seed in this container. It's a leftover container that had some trail mix. You just need to soak the seeds 4 to 6 hours or overnight. If you are doing the broccoli seeds, you really only have to soak those and other seeds in the cabbage family for about 2 hours. But everything else, 6 hours to overnight. And you fill it up, plenty of water, never have too much water. Just don't soak it for too long. This is a mason jar with some seeds of lentils that have been soaking overnight. And once they've soaked well enough, all you have to do is just drain the water out. I'm going to do that into a bowl here. You could use a strainer like this, or you could just cup it with your hand if you don't have one. Yeah, I'm also saving the water because your main resource you need for sprouting is water. You don't need soil or sunlight. But you go through a lot of water, and I want to just point that out to start saving your water. You can use this water for soup, or you could cook rice or something in it, or you could water your garden. A lot of different things you can do with this used water if you'd like. Next, you want to make sure all the water is drained out of the seeds. And you could extensively shake this with the strainer over and over again. Or you could do like this and just cover it up with something. This is some cheesecloth and a rubber band. Pretty simple. You kind of shake the seeds to get them even across the bottom, and I'm just going to set them in a bowl propped up like this so the water can continue to drain out through the day. You need to go back and rinse the seeds 2 to 3 times a day. I do this in the morning before I go to work, and then at night before I go to bed. Things like rice might take a little more than that. These are some lentils that have been soaking for 4 days with rinsing and then letting them drain. They're almost ready to go. Right next to those, I have some broccoli seeds that have been soaking for about 4 to 6 days. 4 days. And I also wanted to show you this special lid for the mason jar, which is just a screen cutout that can be held in place by the regular lid. And this makes the rinsing part a little easier, where you could just pour the water right through the screen and then you shake everything up really well, get all the seeds wet, and then the drainage is really easy because the water comes right out. The screen was about $3. You could find one a little cheaper and cut it yourself. So then you just get it all even across the bottom, and I'm going to prop it back in the bowl. These are some broccoli sprouts that have been growing for a week, and they have another specialized lid that's plastic, about $5 on Amazon. And just 2 tablespoons of broccoli seeds filled up this jar with sprouts. So you get a lot of bang for your buck and a lot of nutrition in there. If you wanted to invest a little more money, you could buy a specialized sprouting container like this. This is the Easy Sprout, sold on sproutpeople.com. It has a solid container and one with holes in it, and this allows the rinsing and draining process to go a lot easier, where you basically would just run everything through here and you could shake all the water out a little easier. You could prop it up like that for airflow on the bottom, or let it sit down inside. There's a lid that comes with it. There are other sprouting containers online. You could be as simple as some leftover plastic, or spend $10 to $15 on a lot better container if you're going to do this a lot more. Next, I have some sprouts that are ready to eat. These are the lentil sprouts. Once the little tail comes out, you know it's ready. This is a mixture of the broccoli sprouts and some other things, clover, alfalfa. Those were put together for the flavor. The flavors are really intense in a lot of the radish or broccoli and stuff in that family. You can eat sprouts just raw. You can throw them in a salad, or eat them plain. The thicker sprouts, like the beans or the lentils, will hold up in a stir fry, so you can throw it in there, but the smaller ones, like the broccoli, really don't. I'm just going to put them on a sandwich today. I've got a sandwich here with some hummus, and that's going to be part of my lunch today. So yeah, there's a lot of different things you can grow them in, and thanks for watching.